Mr. Faberman is the Executive Director of Air Carrier Association of America. He's also a partner in the law firm of Wiley Rain. Previously, he was Assistant General Counsel and VP of Government Affairs at American Airlines. Before he served for 18 years at the FAA. Founded in February 1997, ACAA works to eliminate barriers that block meaningful competition by low-fare carriers. Welcome.
Good morning, Chairwoman Velazquez and Ranking Member Jabet and distinguished members. I'm pleased to be here today to talk about issues that are critical to the nation's air carriers, communities throughout the country, businesses of all sizes, and to the traveling public. Our low-fare carrier members are dedicated to providing affordable airfare options to travelers and communities that receive a significant economic benefits when those options are available. As to Mr. Gallagher's comment about being coach, we'll collect for the charge for the bottle of water shortly. We thank this committee for holding the hearing and for highlighting the importance of a strong transportation system. As a result of air congestion, delays, and elimination of service, we're at a point in time that if steps are not taken to promote competition and address rising costs, we may see the disappearance of travel options for millions of travelers. These are not new issues. Let me read you this short statement. There were strong indications that the airport and airway system was on the verge of saturation, especially between New York and Washington. Flight delays were far beyond mere annoyance and inconvenience. That statement was made in 1968, 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Deja vu all over again. Mm-hmm. Delays impact aviation and they're a threat to the economy and our future. We have gone through the TIA's recent study, and it does show frustration with passengers and travelers. We applaud them for making that study available. Airline industry is at a defining point in our history. We have seen several low-cost carriers go out of business and file for bankruptcy. We have proposals that will increase consolidation, and airline costs are out of control. Every airport in New York is now closed to additional service and competition. While we address these issues, we must also take steps to make sure that competition and deregulation do not become only memories of a system that used to exist. Multiple studies, in addition to the TIA studies and reports prepared by the federal government, local governments and airports, and independent groups set forth the enormous benefits of low-fare competition. In 1993, DOT invented the term Southwest effect. As one article mentioned in 1999, the biggest economic boom you can bring to an area is to improve your transportation, and a cheaper price is important. We also note an Allegheny County Airport Authority study that showed when low-fare service came to Pittsburgh, an additional over 100,000 people visited the region in 2006. And that study says without low-fare service and with disappearance of options, passengers will either pay a lot higher fares, drive to distant airports, use other modes of transportation, or just not travel. Akron-Canton Airport, Flint Airport have all shown the benefits of new and low-fare service. It is time for the Department of Transportation to take some important steps, and we urge this committee to make sure that they do that. They need to preserve competition. They need to make sure that airline deregulation is not just a memory. Therefore, we ask you to ensure that they do address air traffic delays. 40 years is enough. Take some steps, even if minor, to improve the system. But ensure, don't close an airport and say, well, we're going to fix this. Well, we were told that 40 years ago. Let's make sure that competitors have some options to grow so that when you wake up in 2 months, 6 months, a year, you don't look at your travel agent's recommendations and find only one recommendation because there's only one option to fly. We also need to address fuel cost and some international issues. The Greater Miami Convention and Visitors Bureau yesterday advised me of major problems with the USA entry process. This committee has an opportunity to play an active role in improving the nation's system, and we thank you for holding this hearing. We're anxious to work with you and consumers, and we need to make a system that makes flying easier and safer and continues to promote deregulation. And that's all important to us, and we're not suggesting that only one or two parts of it be done. We look forward to working with the entire committee to preserve a competitive travel industry that will continue to provide economic benefits for businesses and communities.